know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sickening. Tire forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And they're on the 28-yard line.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. his man Chase complete. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Harris going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Rodgers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. They run with the all-pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing is Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Adam Gatsis, the Aussie, with a sack. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They'll kind of get a look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Ravens are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Completed out left to Downs. get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Taylor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
They're on the 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is, and now look at this, big gain, but a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Dobbs. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 36 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 and now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this is incomplete. A looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people. They certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being...
And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown Colts. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed in the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the Colts.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Rodgers. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Back to Taylor on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua escapes the sack. Out to his left. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win,
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 22 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. There's Kano now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Rodgers. Catch on the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley Cox. And Graham. And the Colts have through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but this... And that's caught inside the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts get a bit closer. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First down, Colts.
Rodgers again now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Baltimore, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up.